early, but when I heard the information last night, I was just saying to myself, I gotta say something because maybe people don't understand. All right. So, if you don't know, I am from Columbia, South Carolina, and there was an incident that happened in 2023 with an Asian store owner of what we call a corner store. The corner store is like your gas station, right? It's the local gas station. I don't know, our community, we call that gas station the corner store, especially if it's not like a big name like a pantry or, the big name gas stations. If it's just the regular one that also sell gas but has a convenience of grocery there, then we just call that the corner store, right? Because there's one on every corner, especially in black neighborhoods. So so there was this Asian guy, is him, his wife, and it looks like another Asian guy that was in the store as well. But allegedly, the the oldest guy, the father, I guess, I don't know, the older Asian guy, he allegedly this 14-year-old who came in. He came in the store. I guess maybe they know to take their backpack off when they come right in the store. So he took his backpack off, had his backpack to the side, in the store, and he had a hoodie on. Of course, right? And so he's in the store and he's, I guess, just looking at something to get. Now, I don't believe that he was found guilty of having a water bottle actually on him. But they were, of course, harassing like they do. If you know how Asians are in their stores, they are relentless, okay? When they feel like you might come in their store and steal something, they're on your necks, okay? They're behind you, they're beside you. You look up and they're right there in front of you. So they were all over this young man, right? And then he leaves out the store. He's about to leave out the store, and then I guess the female, she asked him to maybe to empty his pockets or something. I don't know. He picked up his backpack and he ran out the store, and all three of them left the store unattended. And the older man, the one who got charged, or who they put the charge on, and then of course he was found not guilty. He shot the young man in his back because they believed he stole a bottle of water. A bottle of water, y'all. A 14-year-old kid, you can clearly see this is a kid. Okay? So, my thing of it is stealing is wrong. It definitely is wrong. But he wasn't caught. They did not find a bottle of water on him. They didn't find anything on this young man. He was shot in the back because he was running. He ran out the store. They automatically assumed, had no evidence, obviously, that he had stole anything from out the store. And the older man pulls out a gun and shoot this kid in the back because he thought he stole some snacks from out the store. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it's so super crazy to me how you can justify pulling out a gun because you believe someone stole some snacks from out your store. So taking their life is equivalent to stealing snacks. What, probably about $5 or $6 if you think he took a bag of chips and a drink, let's say. That's probably total about $6. So you're thinking that his life is worth $6. because he took his life over that. But they said they thought, the Asians said they thought he took a bottle of water. So let's say on the cheaper end, he took a dollar bottle of water. On the higher end, he probably stole a bottle of water, or they thought he stole a bottle of water that costs what? How much bottles of water cost? About three, let's say $4 for, you know, uh, a fancy brand. This pisses me off. And, I feel like, I hope that the community boycotts the store and shut that mug down. Like, I hope no one buys anything from out their store, because I'm just thinking the Asians have always been like this towards black people. Always been real, yeah, we'll take your money, we'll take your money. But are you stealing? Okay, watching you like a hawk. Like, that's been my experience from as far as I know, going into a store that they own, or even like getting your nails done. I was just talking about that the other day with someone, about how when you go get your nails done, they speak English, and then as soon as you sit down and get your nails done, they come over and they both speak in their language all over your nails. So you don't know if they're talking about you or what, but it's very rude. It is rude. It's rude, because if you could speak English, why are you not speaking English? Why are you speaking a different language? Why are y'all both looking at my nails as if you don't want to do them, but you like my money? You like all the black people money who you're taking, you're accepting. And I was just thinking about this morning, like, I was thinking like, where they should build in their communities. But if you think about it, where the hell is their communities in America? Now in New York, I know New York has a Chinatown. Okay, they have a Chinatown. I know that because I've been there. In Columbia, South Carolina, ain't no Chinatown. I don't know of no area where they could profit and, be able to be a merchant and, pay their bills and stuff. No area of their people. Like, I just don't, I'm trying to recall. I don't remember seeing like a community of Asians and them taking care of their own. Now you'll find it with the Spanish community, the Mexicans, they have their community. You see that plain as day. Even the Africans a little bit. You see that they have their communities. But with the Asians, where the hell is their community? Where are their people? Like, it doesn't make sense. They are sell to black people because this store was in a black neighborhood. Okay, Columbia is mostly black. South Carolina, this is. So you know this, right? To me, I'm thinking, if I'm going to open a store in a neighborhood, in a community, I don't think pulling out a gun for a bottle of water makes sense. Like, I don't think that's balanced. I don't feel like that's worth a life. You understand? And I know when it comes to business, most business owners know that if they have employees, they're going to lose some profit. You're going to have some sales that's lost. You know, if it means that much to you, lock up the water, lock up the drinks, find out which one they want, then you go back there and pick it up, versus being on their heels every time you see a black person stand over there too long. And I'm one of those. Like, I'll go in a convenience store like that, and usually I don't know what I want to get. Unless I know I want a water, then I'll just go pick up a water bottle real quick. But a lot of times I don't drink sodas. So when I go into a convenience store, I'm looking at what types of juice they have. then usually it's not the juice that I want. So I'm going back and forth like, tag, okay, do I want this? Do I want that? So I'm standing there and I know that the person at the counter is like this. What is she going to do? Is she going to steal? Now, 9 times out of 10, I'm not wearing anything that's going to allow me to tuck anything in, okay? I don't wear hoodies. Usually, I'm not wearing no jacket unless it's like cold outside. But if other than that, like I'm just wearing a t-shirt, some pants or shorts or whatever, maybe even a dress. But my thing of it is, this happens a lot. It's a known thing that when you go into these stores, these people usually, I'm not sure if they're Arab or what they are, but it's usually either them or the Asians that's in the black communities. They don't care about the people. Obviously, the guy shot a black boy, 14 years old, in the back because he thought he stole a bottle of water. And you tell me that makes sense. You didn't want to risk losing $1, $1 to $4, and instead just calling the police. Isn't that what the police for? Then there's another thing with the police. You can't trust them because they'll take him out for that $1 bottle of water or $4 bottle of water that they think he may have stole, whether he stole it or not. It's just a big thing because it may seem little to you if you're not black. Because it just seems like people who are not black, they act like it doesn't matter. Like what he stole, they thought he stole. He was running, he got pulled over, he should have just abided by the law. So for a $60 ticket, for a $200 ticket, he was supposed to, it's okay. You feel like he was justified in losing his life over a $200 traffic ticket. Like the comments that the other race spew is ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. The way that people think is ridiculous to me. You come in a black community, you are a merchant in the black community, and then you take out a child, okay? This is a child. Now, in the white community, he would be considered a child, right? In the black community, a 14-year-old male would be considered a grown man because no other race care. They feel like we should be. Now, I'm going to tell you, you could do the statistics your damn self, okay? But black people are the biggest consumers of everything. The biggest consumers. We purchase everything. We buy all your stuff. We buy everyone's stuff. We suffer so much. We lose our family. We're dealing with racism in each and every line of everything we do, no matter whether it makes sense or it doesn't. Okay? It's always this black cloud that's just along the road with us wherever we go. We hold our head up high. We pretend it's not there, and it's still there. It's always there. It's probably always going to be there, which is the bad thing, you know. That just hurts because I'm black. I'm gonna be honest. It hurts. It hurts to see that black lives get taken away from things such as a $1 bottle that you thought of water that you thought the young man stole, but no bottle of water, no items from the store were found on his deceased body. But he thought it was okay to take that young man's life and shoot him with a gun in his back. and they charged him with murder and then found him not guilty yesterday. Not guilty. You know, I remember like a long time ago, ever since like my late 20s, I used to say, I don't believe in karma because to me, if karma was a thing, then the world wouldn't be run like it's run right now. It wouldn't. Think about history. If karma was a thing, we definitely wouldn't be living the way we're living right now. I really hope that the community fights back. And if even they don't fight back, that the community there in Columbia, South Carolina, I hope that they don't support that store because that's the only thing you could do. You know, not support them. Don't pay their bills. Okay, don't pay their car note. Don't pay their mortgage because I'm pretty sure they have a mortgage. Okay, because a lot of times other races will come to America and they get funding for businesses, for stores that black people can't even get funding to. Some white people either, to be honest. And so they come here, they get funding, they set up shop in black communities knowing they don't even like black people. And then they do things like this, harass you while you're trying to shop, shoot your child in the back because they think your child stole some water from out the store. And then we continue to support them. Crazy work, in my opinion. Crazy work. Smart, because if that was a white boy, it would be different. He would have been charged. He probably would have went to trial. Trial wouldn't even last this long. Hell, Diddy was able to get in court and get out of court in no time. So I guess it's all about how much money you got, who you are. Crazy work to me. I definitely want to make a video about it because I'm pretty sure the family is hurting over this verdict. Their child was shot in the back by an Asian guy because they believe he stole a bottle of water that they never found. Story of our lives, right? This is America. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm about to get myself ready for work today. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I just wanted to go on a little rant, say my little spiel because it matters to me. And you guys have an awesome day. Happy Tuesday.